If you've ever seen one of my LEGO room tours or my LEGO collection videos, you would know that I have my collection extensively sorted and labeled in a bunch of different bins. But as you'll be able to see, my labels look pretty ugly as they're just green carpenter's tape with my handwriting on them. So today I'm going to show you how to make these dry erase labels that are going to look much cooler on my drawers, and of course they're dry erasable. So of course if I ever rearrange what's in that drawer or change what's in that drawer, I can just erase the label and rewrite it. Making these labels is very simple. All you really need is a printer paper, a laminator, laminating paper, scissors, and glue. I also recommend a cutter if you want to make your lines a little bit easier. So the first thing I did was went onto my Photoshop, copied the LEGO logo from the internet, and pasted it in there. I put a black rectangle around it just for a little outline, and then I put a white rectangle back in it so I could actually have something to write on. Once I was done that, I just saved it as a JPEG. When I measured what size the drawers were, so I know what I needed to label, and then went into Word and just copy and pasted a whole bunch. I filled up a page and then I printed off about 70 different labels. I then did the exact same thing for the smaller sets. I just made them a lot smaller and I fit 40 per page instead of like 13. And then I just printed 3 pages of those off. Once they were all printed out, the first thing I did was get my cutter and I started cutting them. For the big labels, I cut them all individually because I figured that would be easier. And then for the smaller labels, just because they were so tiny, I just put them in the thermal laminator and printed them off so they don't have like a nice laminated edge around them. Once I was done cutting them all individually, which took quite a while actually, it was then to put them in the laminating paper. So then I used the glue sticks and I put a little dab of glue on the back of each label just to hold it in place on the laminator, because as soon as I went to put it in the laminator, I knew they would move. So once I filled up the whole page with a bunch of different labels, that's exactly what I did. I put it in the laminator, which I have here. It took about 10 seconds to get all the way through, and then the labels were done. After they were done in the laminator, I used the scissors and I just cut around them, cut them out, and seriously, that was it. I took some tape, I taped them to the back of the drawer, and then all I needed to do was write on them. To make it a little easier on myself, I wrote on them before I taped them and then just put them all on at the end. But that's all I did, and now as you can see I have these really awesome labels with the LEGO logo everywhere, so they just look pretty cool. And everything's nicely printed so I can see easily where everything is. And I've even put some empty labels on these bins just so I know I can put something in that bin or something like that. So far I'm really happy with how these labels look. I'm really excited to be able to use them in my LEGO room, and I just think they look much nicer than the green tape. As well as I printed off a ton of extra labels just so if anything ever happens to them, or if I ever get another bin or something like that, I don't have to go and reprint labels, because the odds are of me going to reprint labels for one bin or something like that are pretty slim. You know, I just get busy, I lose files, I don't have the time, so I just printed a ton of extras so there are no excuses. Thanks everybody so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you learned something and if you're going to plan on trying out this idea. I put the LEGO logo, but I could have put my YouTube channel logo, I could have put bricks, I could have really put whatever I want to do. But thanks again so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Let me know what you think of this idea. I'm pretty happy with it, and I like the fact that it's dry erase, so I can change what's in it, or if it gets scratched, I can rewrite it, or if I just don't like the way I wrote it, I can rewrite it. But thanks again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like and of course subscribe for more LEGO videos in the future. Thanks again so much for watching and have a great day.